I don't prefer one or the other. So, Damian Barling, the handoff coming up here in a second. Damian, just to get you caught up on the conversation, we're having the very original conversation of if you're the Kings, would you draft Bronny James, number 13, if you knew you were getting LeBron?
Oh, yeah, we've been over that, yes.
Yeah.
If you know, you absolutely do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I would think so too.
Especially in this draft where everyone's like talking down about the draft.
Yeah.
Sure, draft Bronny, get LeBron, take it.
Yeah. But the question is now, would LeBron take whatever he can get in Sacramento to play with Bronny, or is he going to go get the max in Philly?
No, I don't think this is a real thing at all.
At all?
No.
I do not.
Really?
I do not think.
You think there's zero chance that he's going to dictate his next team by where Bronny goes?
Yeah, no, I do not think that. No.
0%? It's not even like a little?
Yeah, like zero-ish.
Because that... I disagree, man.
Jefferson vibes with this shirt today. Go one more button for the camera.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Richard Jefferson looks like a goof when he does it.
It's hilarious.
Can't look like that.
It's like they grabbed somebody off a rooftop party and we're like, hey, throw this blazer on. Get in here.
Do TV,
Talk some
bro.
hoop. Talk some hoop. I like Richard Jefferson. Damian Barling. It's a handoff. D'Lo and KC coming up at noon. That's interesting because to me, I just talked about this in that LeBron James high school documentary. Forget what it's called, but he says in an interview in there, basketball is a vessel in my life to get me from point A to point B. And that's why I could totally see him looking at age 40 coming in December, which is insane by itself, but saying, I've done everything I'm going to do in this game. I've played for 21 years now. My priority is now Bronny. Like, my legacy is this. And going and ensuring that Bronny is getting the very best introduction to the NBA.
Yeah, but you're wrong. Like,
what?
LeBron's personal legacy is his children.
Mm-hmm.
His basketball legacy is not Bronny at all.
Sure.
His basketball legacy is his basketball legacy.
Right, but it's cemented now.
No, it is for you and for Skip and for Stephen A and for Shannon and for everyone who has to fire off a hot take about LeBron James. But for him, it's not. Well, no, I didn't mean that. You're
Damn.
that. No, I didn't mean that. No, what I meant was it's in mine, James,
sure,
KC,
sure.
But it's not in his. Like, I believe LeBron James, especially with the way that he played this year, is looking at next year. How can I get another championship? That's the only thing I think he's thinking about. And if Bronny goes to Orlando, here's the thing about LeBron is wherever he goes, even at the age of 40, you're instantly a title contender.
Yes.
And that includes Detroit. That includes all of the crappy teams. Your odds will dramatically change with LeBron James on your team.
Yeah.
And there'll be people, we saw him do it with Cleveland. You know, they'd come up with all of these different things. But you go to Orlando and you look at the team like, man, it could be really good. The whole idea was talking about Sacramento. Yeah, it works. Anywhere he goes, he's a title contender. And I believe his number one priority next year and until he retires is to win another championship. If it's with Bronny, great. If it's not, it's not. But I don't think he signs with the Detroit Pistons because they drafted Bronny.
No.
That's fair. I've been looking at this through the lens.
I also don't think he'll take what he can get. You know, like whatever the Kings can pay him.
Like the mid-level.
Yeah, no. No. It's LeBron James.
Yeah, I also think there's that understanding that he has to be paid
right.
Like he's
LeBron James. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And he should. He absolutely should, because he's going to mean a world of value to whatever city he winds up in, which, by the way, I think is Los Angeles. I don't think he's going anywhere.
I don't think
he's
so
playing
either.
for the Lakers next year.
Yeah.
And Bronny probably signs there as an undrafted guy.
But
that's my guess.
Yeah.
But staying there, he has to know he has no chance of winning a title.
Yeah, that's the tough part. I don't see their road. I see their road to a championship. That's the tough thing if you're about LeBron. Like, you're really kind of betting on yourself in that regard, and maybe you're betting on. I mean, you're betting on Anthony Davis to play 70+ games again, and then you're just trying to find the right guys to go around him.
And even that got you bounced in the first round.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter.
And that's the concerning
this many
thing.
games.
That's why I say you gotta. I just don't understand that team. Doesn't strike me as that bad. That Lakers team is not.
No, they're not terrible
to me.
But are they ascending where you're like, oh, hey,
well, no,
they're
not.
A
That's
right,
the other thing. They're not ascending.
Yeah, but they're not god awful.
No, they're just they're just there.
They're a 7 seed.
Yeah,
they're just a collection of players.
That's what they are. Yeah,
they're not a team. They're a collection of players.
Yeah, it feels like they should be better too. And then you've got whoever their new head coach is going to be. And so yeah, you got.
Oh boy,
you got a lot going on over there.
Do you think JJ Redick started that podcast with the idea of like, all right, this is my angle, this is my end?
It didn't hurt,
man.
Maybe
I think he knew it wouldn't hurt.
Man, that would be nutty.
He knew when they started that podcast, Darvin Ham was gone.
Yeah,
so
LeBron told him on day one.
Yeah, Darvin Ham was freaking Dave Yeager. You knew for months he was going to be fired.
Yeah,
man. Cleveland win another game in this series against Boston.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I thought it would take Boston having a really bad game for them to get one, and I don't think that's what happened. Like, I think their guys played really well in game. Was it 2? And I think those guys are capable of playing that. I always get antsy when they shot like 47% from 3, 48%.
It's 13-28.
That's tough, man. You're gonna run that back again, like that's stuff. I do that with the Kings. Oh, the Kings hit 48% tonight to get the win. All right, what's gonna happen tomorrow if they shoot 39%?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they can get another one. I don't think they will.
I don't either.
But I'm not gonna discredit them again. I discredited them once since it started, and they have a team that I really like. They're just not on Boston's level.
No. You think they get another one?
No.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Dallas go up 3-1 tonight?
I don't think so. No, I'm gonna go no. I don't like doing predictions, but
that's a coin flip.
OKC you got to get one back.
I think you're going to get a PJ Washington game that, James, like you were talking about earlier, where he gets like 7 points, and all of a sudden Luka's knee injury looks like a bigger deal or looks like an actual deal. And I think OKC gets one tonight.
Luka did a good job of pulling back a little bit last night. He does not do that very often. And knowing that Kyrie was doing what he was doing and PJ doing what he was doing, that was as strange as it is for a guy who's scored 50. It's one of his bigger playoff moments.
Yep.
Like, no one will care because of what it was, but he pulled back and let those guys do what they were doing well, and he trusted them. And I don't think that's ever happened with him before, ever.
Definitely hasn't. A lot of growth.
Step. Yeah, that's a big step for Luka and that team.
What do you guys got coming up?
A lot more of this, that's for sure. A lot on basketball. A couple of things, just Ice Cube, Big 3, some cool little notes there. NFL season stuff. That schedule's getting released, and then our insider James Ham.